Hey everybody. So I am a little bit inspired to share with you this week I suppose an influence in my life that I got from television in the form of a criminal investigator, and how this relates to coaching I'm going to get to in a minute, or something that you can take away from this as well. But I was watching True Crime something or other, and there's a very successful Victorian criminal investigator that features on this True Crime series, and his name's Ron Iddles. And he used to have a catch cry when he was investigating murders and things like that. He's one of the most successful murder investigators of all time. And he had this motto, and the motto was, assume nothing, believe nothing, check everything, right? And I went, wow. That's really profound. And he was saying that in regards to, we're given, particularly for him when he's trying to get to the bottom of an issue or he's trying to solve a crime, right? So his mentality was it wouldn't matter what information he was getting from people, and he would get all kinds of information. He would assume nothing, he would believe nothing, and he would check everything, right? Now, how does this relate to leadership, you ask, right? Well, your team members often present to you with lots of different pieces of information. You might be addressing some performance issues in their one-to-ones and investigating why they might be retailing, or how come this client possibly, didn't invest in a treatment plan. And you'll be hearing all of these reasons, right? And I think that for you to be successful as a business leader, you've got to set up opportunities, structures, operating procedures, auditing, accountability measures to be able to test everything that your team members are saying, right? Because I think, and this is not a paranoid stance, like I don't want you to feel like I'm saying don't believe anything that your team members tell you and go and investigate everything. I don't want to take it to that extreme, but I think that too many times we take the information that we receive from our team members and just accept it as reality. And to me, that really does limit how much you can actually work with a team member on developing and enhancing their performance. If you're just accepting at face value all of the information that they're giving you, and you don't have structures set up in your business to test some of this stuff or to check it out or to investigate it, then, it makes it difficult for you to be able to see what the opportunities might be to further develop this person, right? So there was an instance where I was on a call the other day with a client who was having challenges with her team members' consults, and they were saying, we're asking all of those questions and, the clients just don't seem to be open to the suggestions, or, there's another really good example. I used to often get some feedback from my team members where I would query some retailing or the absence of retailing, and they would say to me things like, the client's got everything. They've got all the products. And I'm like, okay. So I could take that completely at face value and go, okay, well, we can't do much if the client's got everything. They've taken everything that they've recommended, right? And this was very much the experience of the other clinic owner that I was speaking to. But in the vein of Ron Iddles' believe nothing, assume nothing, and check everything, right? I would go and check client files. So I would go and have a look at product purchasing. I would look at the client notes. I would look at the concerns and what had been raised. And using my knowledge, and obviously you being able to use your knowledge as well, you can actually battle test whether someone does have everything that they need, right? So the challenge is sometimes the team member might look at that and go, I can't see any other opportunity there. But the reality is that they're looking at it with their own set of eyes, and they're possibly telling the truth, right? But then when you look at it with your set of eyes and you check over that, you go, well, there's actually 3 things that I can see that I would have recommended that possibly has not been recommended, right? And you can only come to that inclusion if you bother to go and check, right, what the team member is telling you. If you bother, I've spoken a lot in conversations this week with coaching clients about doing due diligence. the information that you're receiving, go and reality test it. Go and battle test it. Is it real? Do you have do you have systems and processes set up in your business where you can go and fact check some of this stuff? No, the client's got all the products. Cool. Get into the client file. Let's have a look at what they've been prescribed versus what they've been recommended. Of what they've purchased, right? Other circumstances where, I feel like, I'm asking all of the questions, right? I shared a video the other week where I got that response from somebody. So I sent in a mystery shopper because I thought, well, I don't know. She's telling me she's doing all the things. And as you know from that video, the team member wasn't asking any of the questions, right? Because I bothered to reality test it, fact check it, right? Because I also, with my team members and with my clients, assume nothing, believe nothing, check everything. I don't take things at face value. I go and look for the evidence that I have to actually support what it is that they're saying. And by you investing in that, you're going to be able to support your team members at another level. You're going to see things potentially that they don't see, that you can mentor them around. You're going to be able to open up their insight and their awareness to things that may not have been evident to them, right? So that statement, assume nothing, believe nothing, check everything. Maybe try and take that approach.